I like just realized that the the outfit I used in the thumbnail and the waiting room and outfit that I put on for stream today aren't matching, and now I feel really silly and embarrassed. Well, that's embarrassing. Hello. Sorry, my desk is covered in junk right now. So you might hear some spoons and bottles and whatnot. Hello, hi. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night, good morning as well to everyone who's halfway across the world from me. Hi. Not cleaning up? No, I've been out and about for most of my day. So I had like a quick breakfast and then just got ready and left. So there's like a huge mess in front of me. I know it's bad. My parents never taught me how to clean up after myself, okay? Hi. Sorry for rescheduling today's stream. Sorry about that. I thought I'd finish touching grass a lot earlier than I did? I was? Not sure what is grammatically correct right now. But I ended up staying out much later than I thought, and traffic was sort of really bad, and I kind of live in ass crack middle of nowhere, so it was not easy getting back, but I'm back now. So hello. I still have my outside clothes on though, which is kind of gross. Yeah, I don't exactly smell like daisies. I don't exactly smell like daisies right now, which is kind of gross. But it's fine. It's fine. We cope, and then we ran ourselves a after stream. Yes, do you at least smell like grass? You know, and carbon dust and carbon, I guess. Whatever a highway smells like, I guess. Do you have the same non-stink quality as the other Wish invaders? God, I wish. God, I wish. I don't know. I've only actively smelled jelly. I've only ever actively smelled jelly, so a little hard to say. What does smelly? What does jelly smell like? Girl, I guess. I would chalk it all up to girl, not Ember, not even Ember. No. Do you guys go around actively sniffing people? The only reason I've ever actively sniffed jelly is there was a situation where she asked me to sniff her. Also, I'm taking this toggle off, sorry. Not on purpose, against my will. Yes. Oh, was it one of those hold you under a blanket situations? Apparently some invaders do. How erotic you smelled smelling. No! Not like that. Sorry, ESL guys. ESLs, you gotta give me a pass. Oh no. Anyways. I love bugs. I've missed you. Did you miss me? Yes, terribly my entire life. Yes, we did. I guess so. Yes, madame. Yes. I missed you too. I miss you, Dizzy. Ooh, I missed you. Yes, quite a bit. Oh, alright. Yes, I did. Of course. Hi, Dizzy. I missed you so much. Always, especially after the delay. Sorry to keep you waiting. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I might have missed you perhaps like an aquavita. Miss you bunches. Thank you. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you. And sorry also if I'm really, really sniffly right now. Demonstrous, thank you for $2. I'm not gonna read that tweet. I'm not gonna read that super chat. I'm not gonna read that super chat. No. Thank you though. Yeah, sorry if I'm really sniffly. My allergies have been super bad recently. I did end up getting antihistamines. It's not a poof. It's not a poof. I'm not gonna read that. It wasn't funny. What was I saying? But yeah, I did get antihistamines for my allergies, but I think it's like particularly bad this year. Like the pollen is particularly bad this year. So I've been like taken out. I called Ember this morning actually, and it's been a while since we last FaceTimed each other, at least like a whole 24 hours, right? But like when she saw me, she like had herself a little giggle. Because I didn't even look like the same person this morning. Yeah. Like my allergies are so bad right now. I kinda looked like 100 bees wearing a human suit. As opposed to like one really naughty bug wearing a human suit. 100 bees in a trench coat. Is allergy season really long there? Depends. It kind of goes year by year. My dad was a pharmacist. I remember all the poor allergy sufferers coming in every spring. Yeah, it's rough. It's never been this bad for me. So like, jokes aside, I might go see a doctor if this keeps up, because I think it's starting to get in the way of my streams. I don't know. I feel like I can't talk very long without one of my lungs wanting to go out. I was telling Lumi actually. I was telling Lumi today that I think I have a hantavirus. I haven't been on the cruise. You guys know that I specifically have not been on a cruise. But the symptoms that I heard on the news this morning sound suspiciously similar to the invader disease that a bunch of us got when we were in Japan. Yeah, just a casual infection. Yeah, pray you don't. Wait, listen, let me pull this up right now. Hantavirus. Okay. Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Symptoms: flu-like fever, muscle aches, fatigue, headaches, breathing difficulties, coughing, abdominal pain. Like, is that not Are those not all the symptoms I had for like 3 weeks in April? Like, holy shit. If I had been on a cruise, like the cruise that my sister won, I would have been like a super spreader, okay? No, not even. I would have been like a super, ultra, rare, mega, XL, dump truck, monster, supreme spreader. Bioterror Dizzy Dog Girl. Exactly. Exactly. What kind of grass did you touch? Well, for that specifically, Japanese grass. So do with that what you will. My bioweapon Oshi. A tee. And think of the free publicity it would have brought. Yeah. Breaking news. Local Canadian VTuber causes second wave of global shutdowns, ending a war and also several thousand live streams. Live streams. Yes. See, I have a sensor. Good content. Think about the content. I'm glad you guys are as content pilled as I am. Thus Blaze, thank you for $5. This is like when Ebola was going down. Remember Ebola Chan? I didn't, but thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Monstrous, thank you for $2. So you'd be a cruise missile of sorts, something like that. Citrus, thank you for the gifted membership. Lindsay Rancier, thank you for the gifted membership as well. Thank you. It's a conspiracy by big VTubers to keep everyone watching streams like in 2020. I don't know. Are we gonna get subsidies like 2020? Is there a Hanta-chan yet? I mean, we have a lot of boat girls, so might already be. The second coming of the quarantine, and it will lead to phase connect. Boom. I don't know what's our next Fall Guys. What games were big during lockdown anyways? Fall Guys, Among Us, Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal did okay. Peak was after. I do remember being kind of sick when it came out though. So maybe that was like flu season. Maybe you saw it around a lot because of the flu. Phasmophobia. Ooh, that's a good one. Splatoon. I feel like that was tail end. I feel like that was very, very tail end. I feel like Doom Eternal would have been big regardless. I mean, it has its fan base, right? I heard quite a few complaints about it at the time. I'm not sure if they were ever addressed. Just about any MMORPG got a lift from lockdown. Oh, Lost Ark, I think. Lost Ark came out around the time, if I remember correctly. But Lost Ark is like very, very grindy. I find Korean MMOs in general are fairly grindy. The main appeal of Lost Ark, in my opinion, was that it was a standard early to mid 2000s MMORPG. Keep in mind, most of them were Korean anyways. but with like updated graphics. So that brought a lot of old fans of MMORPGs back. Yeah. It was also free. That'll do it. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was free at the time, right? Did you have to pay for Fall Guys? I can't recall. And Among Us. Did you have to pay for Among Us? I can't recall. The lockdown also made anime really boom in the West, and we have been suffering ever since the sheer amount of tourists it brought in. Genshin Impact was the lockdown game, right? Yeah, it was. I tried really hard to get into Genshin. I tried really, really hard because all of my friends were into Genshin, and on paper, Genshin sounds like something I'd really like. Freaking Genshin. I know, right? So like on paper, okay, open world RPG, pretty good so far, right? Everyone likes an open world RPG. Cute anime characters, okay, I'm following. Attractive, not necessarily love interest, but more or less love interest. Crafting. And free to play. On paper, Genshin sounded really good. And I guess it was really good because a lot of people are still into it. But for the life of me, I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of the game. I sat down, made multiple attempts, did multiple updates. I could not make it through the first 5 minutes of that game. Quote unquote crafting. Well, you know, it looked like Breath of the Wild too. I'm not the biggest Legend of Zelda fan, honestly, so that was like not really a draw for me. I'm still of the opinion Hoyo would be able to put out bangers if they put out something other than gacha games. I mean, that's where the money is, right? Live service. Live service. Everyone wants to do a live service game. MiHoYo, please sponsor Dizzy for a Genshin stream. I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm taking any sponsors right now. I always play a gacha for like a week, then never again. I just can't get into them. DM Fister, thank you for the 28 months. Thank you very much. Meowdy to you as well. I just can't get into any gacha. I don't know what it is. Maybe the gambling aspect. But I'm like totally fine with things like Balatro. And also like other gambling games. But I guess I don't use cash, like real cash for those. Yeah. True, but Shift Up put out Stellar Blade, which did well, and are working on a sequel. Stellar Blade looks good. I still might play it. I might still play it. Dizzy doesn't need sponsors with her assets. No, I do. I could definitely use sponsor money right now. But there's just like not a lot in sponsorships that interest me right now. Stellar Blade streams incoming. I picked it up like a year or two ago. I want to say a year ago. Let's go with a year ago. I picked up Stellar Blade a year ago, intending to play it on stream, but I never did. So it's just rotting in my Steam inventory right now. Is doing phase weekly considered doing sponsored work? Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. You think I get paid for that? You're so funny. You're so funny for that. If a Gundam or Digimon MMO ever comes out, isn't there literally a Gundam one like right now? I think it's slowly withering away. I don't think it's doing that great. Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations 2? Yeah. Mostly negative reviews on Steam. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll down and read you guys the top review. Most helpful review. Not recommended. Posted April 19th. Very lazy, unoptimized port that is nearly unplayable on good hardware. A real shame. Reviewers' PC specs. Windows 11, Intel Core i9, 64 gigabytes of RAM, NVIDIA RTX 3080. That will do it. That'll do it. Ew, Windows 11. I mean, a ton of people didn't have an option, had to upgrade. I can't follow the guide too much for that. From what I read, the PC port of BO2 doesn't even use mouse and keyboard controls. I can't comment on this because I'm a filthy controller player. A 3080 is still good. It is. Yeah, I only upgraded because I was running on a 3060, and typically with VTubing you need higher specs anyways. Yeah, so there is a Gundam MMORPG. If you're in China, I think if you're in China, New Century is still going for Digimon. It just was not ported over to the West. Yeah. Didn't yours break? It was going. Yeah, it was going for a while. You upgraded it to play Monhan, right? Statistics reveal half of the people who use Windows still use Windows 10. Just shows how bad 11 is. I also feel like, you know, like with how good PCs are getting nowadays, unless you're playing video games or, you know, mining for Bitcoin, you can get away with having like older PCs. You know? Like I think people forget there's an entire generation that like barely knows how to use PCs because they're raised on like iPads and Apple phones and smartwatches. Yeah. Demonio, thank you for the 16 months. I played GBO2. I have 2K hours and I don't recommend playing PC. Maybe PS4, PS5 if you're desperate. Pippa, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. I'm sorry, that's the weakest PP I've ever seen. My PP though? Huge. Great. So great. Like, make it great, America. Great. Hello, hi. Thank you for dropping by, raiders. Hello. Holy shit, this is the fastest my chat's ever been. Heck yeah, unique? You mean my P... It's kind of like ducks, actually. Corkscrew. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't look it up. Hi. Did you guys enjoy building a mini engine with Pippa? I hate that I know how that looks. Ooh, only have yourself to blame. It was fun. It was something. She needs more time. Yes, she got angry. Why are you guys being so mean? Why are you so mean? I think that Pippa is doing a really good job so far and is probably much better at car stuff than me. Okay? I am also someone who has maybe recently Googled why you can't use vegetable oil in cars. But that didn't mean that I tried, so... Is it bad? Not really. Disney, please. I said I didn't do it! I said I didn't do it! Okay? At the end of the day, oil is oil, so why haven't we figured out how to optimize yet? I just Googled it. Yeah, it's not a crazy thought. Biodiesel cars exist. If we can fuel bombs with hydrogen, why can't we fuel cars with vegetable oil? What? You guys still have curiosity? You don't have whimsy? You've never asked a question in your life? That's not how hydrogen bombs work, Dizzy? Then why are they called hydrogen bombs? Riddle me this, Riddler. Motor oil and fuel are very different things. Experimenting is a must. You guys clown on me now, but out there somewhere, a child is asking the exact same questions as me, and one day, it's going to save the world. It's going to change everything. H-bomb versus car engine, same diff. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Stop asking childish questions, Ginger. Okay, Monty 80085, Monty Boobs. Okay, Monty Boobs. Lomas Popcorn Man, ping your $5 versus YouTube channel Garbage Time that put eggnog in for oil and it worked. My point is proven. My point has been proven exactly. Also, Fugu, thank you for $2. First, Pippa Rage bait me, and now Dizzy FML. You would be a failure of an educator. You would be a horrible, horrible elementary school teacher. Natalie OCD, thank you for $2. You're lucky you're pretty dizzy. Evangela Man, thank you for $1.99. Sounds like a VTuber making beer from her yeast. I have a new concept, actually. I have a new concept that I came up with recently, which is like... I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it, but let me show you guys, and maybe you could help me name it, okay? So I came up with this triangle. I came up with this model to explain how VTubing works, okay? So you get a triangle. I'm drawing it right now in Photoshop. I'll bring it for you guys in a second. You get this triangle, right? And you can be, if you are a female VTuber, you can be 2 of 3 things, okay? Oh my god, how do I write smoothly? There's only 3 things. So you can be pretty. So the triangle has 3 quadrants. Pretty, successful, and last, have a social life. Let's clarify. Have a good social life. Let me bring this up. Here's my triangle. Okay, so if you are a female VTuber and you want these three things, you want to be pretty, successful, and have a good social life. Well, you can't, because this is like my triangle theory, okay? You can only pick two of these things. If you are pretty and successful, you're probably lonely as shit, okay? Okay? You don't have a lot of good female friends around you. You're lonely as shit. You're on the internet because you're a VTuber. So you're pretty and successful, but because you're pretty and successful, you're probably grinding away every single day. So you don't have a good social life, okay? You can be pretty and have a good social life, but then you're probably not successful because you're pretty and socially, you're doing well for yourself. So you're not really doing this job as anything more than a hobby, right? And then if you're successful and you have a good social life, you're probably not very pretty. You're probably not very pretty. Because anyone who is successful and has a social life does not have a time to invest in their looks and appearance. They probably had to come up. If you're successful and you have a social life, you probably weren't born beautiful. And you probably invested stats elsewhere so you could be successful. So you're not that pretty. Right? And now you're probably wondering, where am I? Okay, well, I am all the way. Okay. I am all the way down here. I don't have any of these three, unfortunately. But this is my theory. What do you guys think of it? I am ugly, poor, and today was like the first time I've touched grass in like a week. Bait used to be more believable. She's not like other girls. She's not even on the map. I might be a man. I might be a man. This is the internet. You're as cool as Pippa. Pippa touches grass regularly. Pippa like sits in the grass, has pets, walks. I checked my fitness application on my phone recently, and I averaged maybe 300 steps a day. Natalie LCD, thank you for $5. The pretty and successful VTubers look like they have a social life, but it's filled with mean girl drama. Is that so? Is that so? I mean, I guess that counts as a social life if you've been watching Euphoria. Mr. Money, thank you for $2. Beauty IRL or in the model? Real life, real life. Theo Nix, thank you for $2. You're not all three. No. See that red dot there? See that red dot there? Yeah, that's me. Thank you. Base Cheese, thank you for $9.99. You can convert diesel engines to run on vegetable oil. A couple people I know did it. Drove cross country in a bus running on waste oil they asked restaurants for. See? I'm not stupid. I'm just forward thinking. Forward thinking. Evangela Man, thank you for a super chat. Sounds like a VTuber making beer from her yeast. How is me wanting to take vegetable oil for cars equivalent to lady yeast? That is such a jump in logic. I'm getting rage baited. I'm actually getting rage baited from that. I'm actually... if I could slap the shit out of you. Lady yeast, yeah. I don't know, but it's very somehow basically the same thing, clearly. Chat, Chat, this man has never touched a woman in his life. Chat. Chat, motor oil versus girl ye, same diff. Chat, this man has never seen a woman in his life. Demolishers, thank you $2 versus a bunch of bologna sauce. Affectionately, bologna's have sauce? Master, and thank you for $5. I love how when someone mentions watching Euphoria, I have to clarify if they mean the HBO show or the extremely screwed up H anime VN, or you know, the Phase Connect generation. Why are you thinking of the H game? Why are you thinking about the H game before you think of the Phase Connect generation, huh? I wonder about that. Fake fan. It's a game too. Oh, you never played? Madly OCD, think you're $5. Well, some women don't go outside but touch grass a lot because they don't. Actually, that's a bush. Two completely different species of plant. Thank you. You guys just hate me. Chat just hates me because I'm an intellectual. Chat just fucking hates me because I'm an intellectual. You didn't see my vision with a vegetable oil car. You don't see the vision of my trimmings. You might as well donate your eyes to the poor and the elderly because you're blind. Sorpian, thank you for $2. You do change the oil, right, Dizzy? Elderbug does. Elderbug does. Speaking of which, it's almost Mother's Day, which is a really good time for me to visit my family and have my oil changed. Thank you, Elderbug. Thank you. Orbiter, thank you $2. Don't friend me with a good time. Ayo. Space Pie, thank you for 20 months. You said 3 quadrants while drawing with triangle, and I'm still not over it. What's a quadrant supposed to be? Look at it. It's like, look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Me, an intellectual. What about corn oil? Not healthy enough. Not healthy enough. Quad means 4, Dizzy. Wait a minute, what's a quadriplegic? Four limbs I might owe some people an apology. Does he know? Does he know? Paraplegic is too. Oh, like pear. Like a pair of plants. Plants? Pants. It's okay. The meaning of words can change. The meaning of words can change. I'm not number smart, but I have big ideas. Okay, I have vision. My prescription is only like negative 175. Which means legally I can drive. Mushers, thank you for $5 to clarify my bologna son's comment. It's a replacement for what BS usually means. Ah, I use it because I don't swear, part of my Mormon upbringing. Ah, interesting. It's an Aku, thank you for $2. Canadian education on full display. Ayo. I have a spoon, thank you for $5. Dizzy, repeat this. I'm a smart and beautiful woman who is loved by her coworkers and a better mother to her nephew than their actual mother. I mean, I read it because it's a super chat, but I don't know how true that is. Thank you. Nick Murillo, thank you for $5. Here's some cushion for a civil suit damage. Apologies, stream incoming, guys. Apologies, stream incoming. Citrus Elf Ross, thank you for $10. Here's for the eye donation. Thank you. Don't you want to just give me yours? Natalie OCD, thank you for $5. Your intelligence is like a mild wide puddle. Very big, but not very deep. I'm going to take that as a compliment. You know, kiddie pools are more fun than real pools anyways. Kiddie pools are more fun. Yeah, swimming's cool, but have you ever laid down on your belly and splashed around pretending you're a magic card? Because I sure have. Yes, Dizzy, splash. Splash, 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 splash. Yes, actually, hell yeah. I can believe that probably once. Only once? Loser. No whimsy. Dizzy, have you learned to swim yet? No, I sink, man. I sink like a rock. I go straight down and I never come back up. I know you're supposed to like curl up into like a little ball or whatever, and you're supposed to float like that. But I took swimming lessons as a kid. And they would make me do that, but my body weight was like so, I guess, I don't know, bones dense or something. My bones might be ultra dense and I don't have a lot of surface area, so I just sank right down. Right down to the bottom of a pool. Yeah, they tried to kill you. Yes. Yes, and maybe they should have. Inflate the lungs? No, because if you do that, you're just gonna swallow a ton of chlorine. That's bad. That's bad. How the fuck do you not have enough surface area? Child small. Child small, no buoyancy. But now you have built-in floaters. I haven't really tried. But last time I went to a pool, I took my nephews and they got real sick of it after like one attempt. So I'm quite grateful for that, actually. I'm quite grateful. Yummy chlorine. Yummy chlorine. Have you guys ever heard of chlorine baths? Apparently if you have like eczema, you're supposed to take them anyways, which is like a terrifying thought. Buoyancy is decided by volume and relative density, not area. Dense bones, man. Dense bones. Maybe I'm made of like whatever Wolverine is. Maybe we just won't find out until I'm in the car accident someday. Yeah. Maybe maybe Trucka needs to try to isekai me. Adamantium. She's Iron Woman, Titanium Bug. I think if I did find out I had like titanium bones or adamantium bones, I would probably use that opportunity to fake my death. Like, I will allow FaZe Connect to milk my funeral service and then disappear and then re-debut as like a UFC fighter. Because at that point, my jaw is like unbreakable, right? I could make so much money. People would KO themselves hitting me. And you know, I might get a little giggle out of that, and you know, my pickle might be tickled. Yeah. Wait. Hold up, she's definitely cooking? Bones won't help with the submission. Ooh. So I have to learn how to wrestle. I'd have to learn how to wrestle, actually. As a thick bone person, I have been hit by truck before, no broken bones, but the pain was crazy. I imagine you still bruise. Yeah. I imagine you still bruise. You can fly anywhere because of metal detectors. True. I mean, I assume that if I walk through the metal detector and it just says my entire body, spine and all, they would just assume I was like some horrible accident. Some horrible accident. You can still get concussed. I would need a brain for that to happen. I would need a brain for a concussion. Yeah. An unyielding jaw, you say. Actually, I get lockjaw a lot. Or I used to get lockjaw a lot, so. But maybe that's more proof that my bones are made of metal, special metal. You know? Because, like, rust. Maybe I'm not oiling my bones enough. Maybe I need to drink more vegetable oil. Just WD-40 it. True. Need more fish oil. Needs regular maintenance. Getting rusty. It comes with old age, man. What can you do? What can you do about that? What's the movie where Will Smith was selling bone density scanners? We could pick one up for cheap, eh? Oiling my bones with Dizzy Dough Girl but ASMR. Man, I've had like really bad stream ideas recently. Like things I know I can't do or won't be approved. But it's awful because they're very consuming to me. I get caught up in like daydreams and fairy tales a lot. So one idea that I had while driving home today, keep in mind I had a very long drive. So I had like an hour and a half just to think about this one concept. I'm really sad. I just won't be able to do it. The Chinese mom roleplay was approved by management. I mean, no, but I'm not gonna get in trouble for, you know, roleplaying my mom or anything. But I just like kept thinking, okay, like, you know, there's been like lots of abortion ASMRs, or you know, what's the other one? CAT scan ASMRs or whatever, but there hasn't been any of these ASMRs where you are the instrument, where you are the tool. So I was like thinking like, how do I animate myself as a pair of pliers, and then I can make plier noises like the and vacuum noises like that. This feels like iron. But I just like thought about it for like an hour and a half, and it's just like, man, there's really no market for that. Really nothing. Yeah. Every day we stray further from God. Well, I didn't do it. It was just an idea that plagued me. Why not just do burp ASMR like Urika? I mean, yeah, but it's so typical, you know? Like, there's already been like, oh, I'm giving birth ASMR, and also like, I am the baby ASMR, and I am the doctor ASMR. I've seen a lot of doctor ASMRs. So I was just thinking like, what if like we put a spin on it, and like I was one of the tools. But really, when you're giving birth, the tools there are like hands. And I think I've already been hands. I actually think I've already done hands as a bit. So I was trying to think of alternatives for that, but there's really nothing. Yeah. I just love how your mind works, Dizzy. Thank you. Thank you. Intravenous catheter ASMR. Yeah. Yeah, but then I'm just one catheter. So I really wanted to figure out how I could be multiple things at once. You know? Yeah. But Disney Multitube, that sounds good, right? Right? 1 hour, 30 minutes is a fair drive, could be shorter if it had faster. No, I'm Canadian. It's over for me on that case. Legally distinct face hugger ASMR. That's done. And there's only like one type of face hugger. Yeah. Open heart surgery ASMR. That's true. I could be a knife and thread. No, that's still just not enough steps. Not enough steps. Labor and delivery nurse ASMR. No, I don't want to be the nurse. I don't want to be a person. The point is, I don't want to be a person. So I was running through different ideas of how I can just be thing. You know? Like when I say I want to be objectified, I mean I really want to be objectified. Not in a sexy way. I want to be an object. That is what was on my mind. Yes. Yes. How about a car? No, I've already done that. Kind of raid used to kill wasp nest ASMR. Pretty good, right? 8 out of 10 could do better. Remember guys, the moment you hit 35 colonoscopies become part of your yearly checkup. Oh, hi Dizzy. Ah, that's an idea. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're making my dogs freak out. Okay, I'll stop it. I'll stop it. Anyways, sorry. Tangent, diversion. Hi guys. Hi if you're just coming in. I went to go touch grass today. And this stream was meant to be me talking about that, but I've just vomited my brains out instead. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Hello. Thank you for rating in. Sorry about the uncomfortable discussion topics. Date? I mean, with a pretty lady. With a pretty lady. She said I could talk about it, but I'm still not sure. I guess I'll say it. I guess I'll say it. Lumi dropped by for a bit today since she had to pick up some stuff from the office. So we went and hung out. We grabbed lunch with Sakana. Then we went off to do some stuff together. And it was really good catching up. We both had such a bad time. We both had such a bad time with the last Japan trip that I was kind of nervous actually. Like we hang out a lot and we talk like every day. But I was kind of nervous seeing her because I was just like, is this gonna be awkward? Because the last time Lumi saw me, I was like coughing and like hacking up a lung everywhere. And I'm really gross from allergies right now. So I'm just like, man, what if she just thinks I'm like this? What if she just thinks I'm like this forever, for the rest of my life now? What if she stops being my friend because I'm fucking disgusting? But it was fine. It was good. We went and we had some dessert, some little cake and coffee together. So that was really fun. And we just caught up and talked about whatever. Yeah. Friends who are sick together stayed together. Well, that's the thing, right? She wasn't sick. She wasn't sick, and I've never really had a friend who is as much of a lady as Lumi. Cause she's quite the lady. She's quite the lady. I know she says that she's like a bit of a tomboy, and I think she's right in terms that she has like a lot of like male-centered hobbies and like video game taste and interest or whatever. But she's otherwise very well-mannered, very ladylike. Yeah. So I always get a little bit nervous about that because I am nothing if not low class. So yeah, but it was fun. It was good seeing her. I just wish that like the weather didn't lead to such bad allergies. She used to be so female on stream, but now she yells at us. That's also just being a girl. That's also just being a girl. Maybe she's hungry. Who knows? Either way, she's probably correct. Right? Isn't the term domesticated tomboy? Oh, I like that. Lumi sounds like a good husband female. You know, we were talking about this exact topic. Because I came into Phase Connect, and obviously, like, I had already been very close with Amber prior. And then Jelly came into Phase Connect, and initially she was closer to Lumi. And then me and Lumi were technically here before both of them. By a couple weeks, I was here before them, but you know, we were both technically here before them. So me and Lumi had a little bit of time to bond. And it's kind of like, you know, getting the group together. It's really like... It was really like meeting your girlfriend's girlfriend's girlfriend, if that makes sense. Like, it's 3 degrees of girlfriend. You know, like sometimes how you like meet relatives or you go to family gatherings and you meet a relative and it's just like, yeah, this is your cousin. His wife's sister. Right? So like for Phase Invader's Wish, meeting each other was really like very much like meeting your girlfriend's girlfriend's girlfriend. Yes. Like your lemons, exactly. Yes, with sister's wife. Yes, like with sister wives. Exactly like that. And we were just like giggling about that over coffee, like, here, let me introduce you finally. This is my girl. Like, nice to meet you. I'm your girlfriend's girlfriend's girlfriend. And I don't know, we thought we were really funny. About it. But which relationship chart is a tangled mess? I mean, it's really just a circle. It's really just a hamster wheel if you think about it. It just kind of loops. I think, okay, so if I were to map it out, I think Jelly and Ember are most similar when it comes to food and like priorities. Priority of food. Right? A smell. I think we all like scents a little. Like we all like perfume a fair bit. So they're very matching in terms of what they like and priorities, right? So when it comes to like dinner dates and stuff, then those two are most well suited for each other. Okay? And then Lumi and Jelly, I think, have the most similar game taste. So hobbies. I think hobbies, they're the most similar. And then me and Jelly, in terms, I guess, of like life views values, I guess, are the most compatible. And then Lumi and Ember have the most like calm vibes together. Like they seem the most comfortable. Because I'm like a anxious creature, right? So these two are the most comfortable. And then Lumi and me is like the most, I want to say familiarity. Like there's something that's very like comforting, I think, about being around each other. And then me and Ember have like the most similar humor. And like we've just known each other forever, and that's bestie. That's bestie forever. And then no, I think that's all the pairs. Did I get through all of them? Yeah? I think that's all. I think so, sure. Yeah, and that makes the Invader Wish polycule. Yes. Yes. Me and Jelly, I think we have the most similar worldview. I think what's really different about me and Jelly, and something I admire about her a lot, is her sense of self. Her sense of self, I think, is really wonderful. And not to throw any hag allegations at her, I think she has a sense of self and being that is like well beyond her years in terms of like what she likes, her beliefs about herself, and her will and drive, and I think that's really amazing. And I think it's something that I think it's an area of my life that I haven't put enough time and effort in to develop. So I think that's something about her that I very much like. She has like the best and most simple way for me to put it. She has like an anime fighting spirit that I don't really possess. Jack Johns, thank you for 26 months. Nah, I love Dizzy, but she scares me. Why? Yeah. I like all of these girls. I can say something nice about each of them. That's oddly sweet. It's the awawawa. I mean, even if it's the awawawa, you don't necessarily think that way. I think you just have to be hardwired differently from me. I think that's really cool. I'll say something nice about Dizzy. Nice boobs. Very nice boobs, yes. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, so went to get coffee, went to have lunch, went to go pick up coffee from the warehouse. Which I'm being told I need to cut back because it's eating into our margins for sales. But if anything, that encourages me to drink more coffee. So I think I'm going back to 2 to 3 cups a day. Right? Right? How much do you take? What the fuck? Well, I drink espresso, so like 2 cups a day, 2 shots a cup. It really depends on the day. Dizzy, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just like incredibly low functioning without caffeine. Yeah. I thought I had a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem until you have to be treated for it. Yeah. Karsarothan, thank you for $5. Lumia's scary intelligence and beauty is a scary combination in a woman. You can get away with a lot with a halo effect and with brains to exploit it. I think Lumi sounds scarier than she is. Because when I first met Lumi, I had a similar opinion. But then you get to know Lumi, and the reality is, the reason Lumi is scary is because she doesn't feel real. But when you get to know Lumi, after a while, you realize that that feeling you're getting about her is actually just her. Because I think she grew up in an environment very similar to Gilmore Girls. And so she has developed herself into a Gilmore Girl. Like, if you're ever just like, this feels like a sitcom or a soap opera character, like it's a little too perfect. Like the edges are just a little too smooth, the corners are a little too rounded out. That's because you're talking to a person who is literally the blueprint for shows like Gilmore Girls. That's Kaneko Lumi. That makes so much sense. I'm legit terrified how accurate that is. Is that a good thing? Rory Gilmore is a mess though. She's Rory Gilmore's good end. She's who Rory Gilmore tries to emulate, who Rory Gilmore wants to be. And that's the problem, because TV has conditioned us to think that all these girls who are beautiful and put together have to secretly be messes, because that's the only way the TV show succeeds. Okay? Kaneko Lumi is who all those characters emulate. And once you realize that, it's not really scary. In fact, it can be kind of funny. If you like Big Bang Theory, it can actually be pretty funny. Never watched that show. Me neither, but once in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I've started seeing clips here and there. I'm like, you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Do I bazinga at Lumi? I think that's a good idea. I think you should try that. I think you should legitimately try that. Yeah. Tell me how it goes, okay, chat? There's moments, but it's not great. Pianist, singer, engineer, figure skater. What's there to be intimidated by? Yeah. What are you scared of, chat? What are you scared of? Poor guy will never be seen again. Oops. My bad. My bad if you get blocked. My bad if you get deleted. I mean, if you do it on an all, no one will really know, right? Were you scared of Lumi when you first met her? The first time I met Lumi, I think she was really late. I think she was really, really late. So, you know, like initially, probably within the first 10 minutes of me arriving, I was scared. And then, you know, every half hour that passed after that, for like, I don't know, but 2 to 3 hours she was late. It's just increasing frustration rather than fear. That's pretty late. Yeah. Did she apologize? She felt really bad. She felt really, really bad about it. Did she sleep in? No. She got the wrong address. She got the wrong address. So she ended up on like the other side of town. Like the complete other side of town. And then when we realized that she got the wrong address, then I'm the one who went to her. Because at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm not going to mess up. But then I got stuck in traffic. So it was like... I mean, collectively, we ended up meeting up like 3 hours past the initial time we agreed on. Yeah. So you were like, don't put words into my mouth now. No, we were... let's just agree to say we were both horribly confused. Yeah. Let's just agree to say we were both terribly confused. That's like dig them out. I mean, it's like, you know, it's technically my hometown, so it's a bit different. The address was your mistake or hers? It was definitely hers. It was definitely hers. Girl face together, like, and I don't know, she's improved a lot. I was about to say, and I don't think she's ever been late again. But no, thinking back, I can think of one other time. One other time that she's been late. But I also do that thing where I go to the wrong location, because one time we were meeting up to go shopping, and she said like, meet me at the Gap. And I'm like, okay, I'll meet you at the Gap. And so I didn't know there was like 2 Gaps in that area. Okay. I didn't know. So I ended up on a Gap that was like 20 minutes away from the Gap that she wanted to meet me in. And then I was waiting for her in that Gap, and I was assuming that she was late, because she's usually the one late. So I was just meandering around this Gap for like 15 minutes. And then I got hungry. So I went out and I got a burger. I got a burger. And I was just like, okay, I'll just wait for her outside or whatever. And then she messages me and she's just like, I'm waiting for you at the Gap. But I'm just like, that's so funny, because she didn't pass by me or anything. And I'm eating this burger. And then I realized that she's at a Gap that's 20 minutes away. And I'm just like, well, I can't drive while I eat. So I guess I'll just walk. So I just walked like half an hour to the Gap. And by the time I get there, she's already done shopping. So then she shops another 30 minutes for me. And then we end up getting nothing. And then we leave. You shop for an hour and bought nothing. Many such cases. Guys, have you seen the economy? Have you seen the economy? Okay. Do you know how expensive bananas are right now? They're like $1.79 a bunch. Okay, that's like 5 bananas. That's like 5 bananas now. Okay, it's insane. At CAD or USD. Guys, I get paid in Monopoly money. I calculated Monopoly money then. Oh, hoity-toity, look at you with your fancy paper dollars. Wow. Wow. Ooh, look at me. My paper is made out of money. It doesn't smell like maple syrup. It doesn't. It tears in the wash. Ooh, I'm so superior. I paid it in wooden nickels and coffee beans. I think I got rid of a nickel, honestly. I don't know if coins are still used here. That's the last time. It's been a while since I've seen a coin. Canadian funny money. I mean, it's pretty cool, honestly. It's scratch and sniff. Sniff, yep. Parker grinding gear $2. Have a toonie. Those we still have. I once saw people line up for a toonie because they were selling newly minted ones at the post office. Carsiratham, thank you for $2. How many loonies and toonies is this super dizzy? Guys, you gotta realize that YouTube also takes a cut, okay? YouTube also takes a cut. Wait, is Canadian money scented? Yes. Yes, I think it's all the bills, but it might only be $100 bills, and you have to get new ones. It's a pretty cool feature. Honestly, if you haven't, I would pick up a Canadian bill just to own it, because I think they're made in very interesting ways. Yeah, wears off pretty quickly. Wait, it's not, but no, Canadian money is actually scented. It's great. Didn't know that. Yeah. Is that how they find counterfeits? There's quite a few ways. I don't know actually. How do American bills find counterfeits? So one way, there's this semi-translucent shape on the bill, and I believe you should be able to find an image of like the Queen of England there. It's scented. There's these holographic strips, if I recall. There's quite a few ways to identify it against counterfeits. I haven't seen a counterfeit bill in years though. Marker ink material, hidden marking strip aside. Oh, the transparent maple leaf you shine a light through. Yeah, that. Embedded lines and micro symbols. Interesting. Yeah, but I think Canadian bills are actually cooler, honestly. But one thing I really like about American dollars is they fit in my wallet. They fit in my wallet without like too much work. Canadian bills are a bit bigger. Magnetic stripes on the inside. Oh. Ours were all signed by George Washington. The George Washington. Interesting. A lot of amateur counterfeit bills often have different textures from the real stuff in the US at least. Yeah, I mean, it's such a dead giveaway here. It's an iodine-based pen. It has starch. If it has starch, it's fake. If it doesn't, it makes it real fabric at least. Oh. Yeah, he's still signing bills to this day. Incredible stuff. Incredible. You encounter a lot of fake money in Canada. Back in the day, it's not so much an issue now, I think. It's not so much an issue now. I don't work at banks, so I wouldn't actually see. We used to have these machines. I don't know if America still has this. These machines where you can just dump all your change in and it'll give you dollars. And I thought it was like some hidden money hack. Because change was so easy to come by as a kid, you know? You just go inside your couch and like, wow, there's money. There's free money. So I used to like fish out, like save up all the change I find annually, and I would like bring it into one of those machines. I usually came out with like $100 or something. They charge a lot though. I still do that. I used to use that when I was young to empty my piggy bank. Oh. Yeah, those were really fun. And it felt like I was playing a video game when I played with them. We have those in credit unions. We used to have credit unions too. We used to have those too, but I don't remember the last credit union I've seen. Yeah. Coinstar takes a cut. If you go to your bank, they'll have the same machine but for free. I think they used to have them in credit unions here back in the day, so I used to go there instead. Yeah, I remember as a kid I did the most was like $300 in change. What you buy with that $300, huh? I should buy with 300. Did you guys ever find money on the streets? What's the most you've ever found? I found $20 once. I was like freaked the fuck out. Because it was such a massive sum to me at the time. I really wondered if I should like, man, like, should I bring this to a police officer? Where do we even find police officers? That kind of thing. 60 of 50 ones. I found 100. Oh, lucky you. 160. Did you just find someone's wallet? Did you just find someone's wallet? I found a whole wallet. You're supposed to hypothetically put those in a mailbox to see it returned to the owner. But in hindsight, I imagine that a lot of wallets that had money still in them probably got pocketed by mailmen and staff. Which is a real shame. Yeah. Like $80 and then I got robbed like 10 minutes later. Did you at least get on World Star for that? I found a $10 bill on the ground, bought Mighty Number 9 with that an hour later. You got Mighty Number 9 for $10? That's a good deal. I see a lot of 5s in the grass by the sidewalk. There was one time when I was walking home from school late at night. This was back when I was in college. So I was like walking from the bus station, right? Back home. And I was walking down the street, which didn't have street lights, unfortunately, and it was quite dark because this is a Canadian winter I'm talking about. And there was this couple that had been fighting in their truck. And then I guess the fight got really bad. So the girl got out of the truck, slashed the guy's tire, and then walked away. And then I guess the guy, her partner, was chasing after her. But for some reason, he had her wallet. So he tossed that into the street and continued walking. But we made eye contact as he was walking after her. And now I was pretty scared because this girl had slashed this guy's tire. But I always wondered to myself, man, should I have pocketed that wallet? Should I have committed a crime that night? Anyways, hi Raiders, hi Urka. Thank you for a blue bear raid. Thank you. Hello. I'm kind of just rambling tonight. Thank you guys for coming in. I mean, this was the first time I've gotten a raid from Urka. I think this is the first time because we're usually in different stream slots. Okay, here, let me try to think of a blue song. Blue Man Group? Skipity bop. Thank you for the raid. That's Catman. What's the difference? Blue ba doo beep bop bop ba da bop bop beep boop 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 bop beep bop 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 skippity bop 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 boop ba doo bop 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 da beep bop boop bop beep beep. How's that? How's that? Good, yeah. Okay. Wait, there's such an easy one. She's Fuji Kura Urka, that's Urfa to you. She's not that cool and not that smart, but music she can do. Why? Why did Skippity Boop Bop Beep Boop come before that? Don't quit your job. This is my job. What are you talking about? Actually, she is that smart and is that cool. I know, right? I know, right? I'm like super against whoever wrote that song. How dare they put her down like that? At least you tried. No, she's cute. Bada beep boop beep boop 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 beep. She's a bada bup bup babe. If you get my drift. Okay, I was actually about to end and raid into her, to be honest. But thank you guys so much for dropping by. I've been talking a lot of nonsense here, guys. So sorry about that. I'm gonna send you guys over probably to Jelly then. So please look forward to that. Sorry about the insane brain rot that's been going on. I'll be back tomorrow morning actually with Lena, so hopefully I'm thinking straight by then. So please join me for that at 12 p.m. PT. Might start earlier or later, we'll see. Okay, we both confirmed a time, but I think we both got the time zones wrong. So bets on whether or not we start later or earlier as a result. We'll see. Anyways, I'll miss you until next time. Good night for now. Bye bye!